Now, there were a few models made like this. I would say probably about 1993 is when it showed up. Last year would have probably been 1995. So on the back here, they actually put another synchronizer with a tab sticking out of it. I didn't prepare to bring one of those out, but I can show you here in just a little bit on that is probably a secondary information. Now, the way you can tell without even taking the transmission apart is quickly you can see there's a pin here sticking out about where the reverse switch is. And that's a key indicator that that has that feature without having to go inside. Now, in order to make an S10 housing work, you now have to modify this transmission so that the arm inside is a non-reverse brake model. So not only do you have to buy additional parts, you have to know which parts, and then you have to take the pin that would normally be here and sever it off, get another spring, and then by reassembling all of this, you have to make sure that everything's actuating correctly so that you can use a non-brake model. Again, with ours, we make sure that you can put that together regardless of what model you have. Everything's compatible. So there's hidden costs in doing this type of work here, meaning that yes, okay, this may be price point at less than $300. Yes, our unit does cost more, but you're going to spend labor, time. If you don't do the work yourself, it's going to cost you a lot more to do this. And so don't just take the value of this product for what it is right up front. There's going to be those additional hidden costs. Other key features of our housing is that we make our housings in the United States. I can tell you there's a lot more aluminum in our housing. It's strong, it's completely cast and machined here in the United States. We put our vent, it's included, it gives you about a half PSI of pressure, and so it's vented properly. And we also machine this area here for the larger overdrive ratio. So if you were one to include a 0.8 to 1 ratio on your fifth, we've already pre-machined that, whereas the other unit is maybe only set for the OEM ratios. And so this thing is ready to go almost without about as many scenarios as that we could dream up. Now, the other key piece that's different is if you have a T5 transmission, the shifter that came with the transmission is not going to work with the S10 tail shaft housing. As you can see, the boxes are quite different. So now you have to go out, you're forced to go out and buy an aftermarket shifter, because using the S10 one had almost like a pirate's hook on it. So even if you find one and salvage an S10 one, then people are getting very creative. They're cutting, welding, or they're doing a hybrid. Maybe they're taking the Mustang one, the S10 one, and they're peeling the parts and they're doing stuff. Yes, if you've got the time and you're willing to do it, more power to you. However, we look at this and we want to offer a product that is out of the box, ready to go, and you can take your T5 Mustang shifter and add it to ours. And you can use the original offset block.